Forget Palestine. Forget their names, forget their lives. Forget their graves, forget their plight. Forget their face, forget their child. You are not to blame, because you are not the one in pain. It's not your child that is blown to bits by a flying plane. You are not the one denied food and water until you are drained. Your survival does not rely on foreign aid. You are not the one constantly afraid of hunger, of death, and violent raid. When our descendants look back at us, they will know we forgot Palestine. We stood and watched as they went through pain after pain. Life goes on even as our brothers and sisters are slain. Throughout history, our inaction will be a stain. The future will certainly not be the same. Great people will rise and bring an end to the pain, and they will wonder if their ancestors were insane. They will wonder why we numbered many and still abstained. We have great armies, but it seems like they are all chained. What excuse do we have? How do we explain? Do we expect the international community to intervene? The same community that created the Zionist state and worked very hard to sustain. A criminal entity full of arrogance and disdain. When you ask them, they say,
"We are seeking peace. We are peace seekers."
Peace to them is to kill and destroy everything that they see. From mosques, churches, hospitals to universities, nothing escapes their peace, not even Palestine's historic olive trees. What they don't destroy, they seize. Every house in the West Bank, they have its keys, spreading like a disease. They want the whole world to bend its knees, turn a blind eye to their atrocities, and the world will gladly do that, as long as Muslims are the casualties. Muslims today are like lost travelers looking for answers. Every road they take, they are oppressed and defenseless. They are blamed for all offenses. When they tried to go home, they missed many chances. Islam is their home, but they wandered to so many places. They accepted what Islam previously replaces. Why settle for less when they have better choices? Why draw borders when they could paint the whole world even with their broken pencils? Why eat scraps when they could feed the whole world even with their rusty utensils? Why light a single candle to warm their tired faces? Why not ignite a constellation that would become their oasis? Why don't they build bridges instead of more fences? Why sing solo when they could harmonize their voices? I say forget Palestine. Why free Palestine when Palestine is freeing us from our disunity? Palestine is the blessed land of prophecy, housing the Baytul Maqdisi. Why cling to just the land when it is the land that the Prophet, peace and blessings be upon him, ascended to Firdausi? Why hoist flags from a narrow river to the sea when we could raise sails from the Nile to the Euphrates, from the west to the east? Why plant a watermelon when we can have an orchard of beautiful trees? Why be divided and conquered again when we could unite and defend against our enemies? Why get stung from the same hole twice by the same set of bees who are filled with promises of their false democracy? It looks a lot like honey, but really, it's full of poison ivies. It entangles a million for every one that it frees. The poison they sell is a two-state solution. They parrot the same script promising peace and security, but their words have lost all credibility.
The only real solution to the situation is a two-state solution. There's no other path that guarantees that Palestinians can live with peace and dignity.
My vision presents a win-win opportunity for both sides, a realistic two-state solution.
Create two states that are living side by side in peace and security.
My vision is two states living side by side in peace and security.
The security of the Israeli people will be reconciled with the hopes of the Palestinian people, and there will be more security and more hope for all.
So I say, forget Palestine, forget the artificial lines, lines drawn by Britain, France and their allies, maintained by puppets who repeat their lies, pretending to be of us, but they are in disguise. When you rip their masks, there is nothing beneath but vice. They betrayed the Ummah when they normalized. Thousands have been killed and injured, but they are still unwilling to cut their ties. When they do, it's only to save face and look good in our eyes. They'll never do something to actually stop their crimes, because to fight oppression will be a war against themselves. They are not ready to pay that price. We once had leaders who went through fire and ice to uphold justice and protect human lives. This was back when Islam made us civilized. Forget Palestine. I know it's not what you want to hear, but Al-Aqsa is also for you and me. It should be under the whole Ummah's care, but the blood of a Muslim is even greater in sanctity. To Allah, not even the Kaaba is more dear than the blood of the Muslimin. So I say, forget Palestine, but remember what it means to you and your deen. And if you are not Muslim, you are a human being. The truth is becoming clearer as we have seen. If you want an end to the horrific scene, forget Palestine, but remember, justice will always be.
ولا تحسبن الله غافلا عما يعمل الظالمون إنما يؤخرهم ليوم تشخص فيه الأبصار وما لكم لا تقاتلون في سبيل الله والمستضعفين من الرجال والنساء والولدان الذين يقولون ربنا أخرجنا من هذه القرية الظالم أهلها واجعل لنا من لدنك وليا واجعل لنا من لدنك نصيرا
وما كان ربك نسيا